The query is named business history, matching the name of the data file. Power Query recognizing the file format as CSV has already located the values from the separate columns and applied the first three steps in constructing the query. In the Query Settings pane, in the Applied Steps box, click Source. The Source tab establishes the connection to the businesshistory.csv file. The preview grid displays the contents of the file. Note that the column titles are in the first row and the column names are column 1 through column 4. In the Applied Steps box, click Use First Row as Headers. The First Row as Headers tab moves the 4 column titles from the first row to the column headers. In the Applied Steps box, click Change Type. The Change Type third step applies data formats to the values in the 4 columns, displaying numeric data in italics to distinguish them from text data. In this case, the year, business year, units sold and revenue values are all treated as numeric data. I cannot see formula bar in the query editor. Click View tab, check formula bar. Now formula bar is visible in the Power Query editor. I can retrieve the query data into an Excel table in the current workbook, placing it within a current worksheet or a new sheet. Click Home tab. In the Close group, click Close and Load button arrow. Then click Close and Load to. Verify that Table option button is checked and then check the existing worksheet. Click OK. The data is loaded into a new table on the sheet 1. When this table is selected, the ribbon displays the Table Tools Design tab and the Query Tools Query tab, which contains command for editing the selected query. The Workbook Queries pane also appears, listing all of the queries in the active workbook. Now I added the Business History query. I remove the Units Sold column. To edit a query, in the Workbook Queries pane, point to Business History. A box appears with information about the query. Click Edit. The Query Editor window for the Business History query opens. Click the Units Sold column header. Then in Manage Columns group, click Remove Columns button. Click Remove Columns. The Units Sold column is removed from the query. Then click Close and Load arrow button. Click Close and Load button. The edited query is loaded and the Excel table now shows only the first 3 columns from the data source. Removing columns from a query does not affect the data in the data source. It only affects the data that was imported into Excel. Now refresh the query data. Click Query tab. In Load group, click a Refresh button. In this way, the query data is retrieved into an Excel.